Hi, good morning to all our viewers. I'm your host Pankaj Pandey, and I'm here with VYAPT Growth Series Season 3. In our growth series today, we have with us a special guest, Mr. Meenu Singhal, who is the Regional Managing Director of Socomec Group India. He has joined this organization in January 2023 and has been, taking this organization through a transformation to achieve its growth objective. Just to tell you, Mr. Meenu Singhal has over 30 years of experience in industrial automation industry and is very instrumental in driving growth for wherever he has worked. Join me to welcome Mr. Meenu Singhal in VYAPT Growth Series. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, Pankaj. It's a pleasure to be here. Namaskar. Thank you.
Uh, Meenu, we have some curiosities today, and I'm sure you're going to feed our curiosities. You've been doing some buzz around for the last 1 year in your current journey, but I'd like to go a bit slow. I'll come on that part. Can you talk a little bit about the Socomec, its business in India, and its interest in nearby regions?
Absolutely, and that's something I take pride in talking about Socomec, how this company has been a family-owned company, more than 102 years young, I would say, because we are always evolving, and established somewhere in 1922, globally renowned for being a specialist in low voltage, power switching, monitoring, and power conversion products. This is all about managing power and safeguarding people, equipments, installations. We offer 24/7 expert services. It has absolutely high-end reliability products, and we are there in the optimization of end user equipments. Again, adding on to it with a workforce of more than 4,000 people, I think it's around 4,200 people. We are already having in 12 production sites, over 30 subsidiaries, spanning over all 5 continents. Socomec Group is a key player in the industry. We are in India, if we talk about headquartered in Chennai, and we are boosting our branch offices, which is approximately now 12 locations, and we will be adding continuously as we go further nationwide, and with the cutting edge manufacturing facility, which is situated in Gurgaon, Haryana. Talking Socomec India in terms of making significant milestones with a strategic move to explore new opportunities for business growth in emerging markets. We call them like Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, Nepal and Bhutan, adding Maldives. We are aiming to establish a unified business entity under the term called Greater India and exploring the potential of the business growth, serving the nation and the need of the hour, which is actually developing in all these areas from India.
That's wonderful that you are seeing a lot of development and a lot of growth happening from India and nearby regions. So moving on from this particular part to the growth strategies part, I'm sure you must be having some part of it. So what growth strategies have been most effective in establishing a strong foothold for the automation industry? Socomec, I'm taking Socomec as a player, and apart from that, I'm sure there are significant players as well in this particular industry.
Yeah, you are right, Pankaj. And if you look in the electrical network industry, effective growth strategies, they are centered on innovation, a customer-centric approach, and strategic partnerships. Socomec has demonstrated this by investing 8% of the turnover in research and development to introduce the cutting-edge technologies to the world. We are there to meet the evolving customer needs ahead of the time and ensure that we are in front of the customer and helping them to even think beyond for the innovation needs. We are collaborating with our key stakeholders. We are establishing a great industry presence and ensuring we are connected very strongly with the consultants and people who are contributing to the overall design of the network. Yeah, with the century-old presence of our expertise, we are dedicated to continuous improvements, innovation, enhancing energy performance, and these are across our 6 market segments which we have defined: data centers, healthcare, infrastructure, industry, building, and renewable energy. So Socomec offers advanced power management solution, including uninterrupted power supplies, we call it UPS, transfer switches, multifunction meters, and solar PV switches, customized to customer requirements and compliant with the international standards which these customers are looking forward for. We are the trusted partners. We'll continue to be the trusted partners with our customers, and Socomec will continue to deliver the state-of-the-art solutions, ensuring highest reliability of electrical power networks supplies to the critical and the non-critical facilities. Well, we will continue to empower businesses across diverse sectors with reliability, with efficiency, and also with sustainability of the power management solutions. That's how we are positioned for our growth in the coming time.
That's wonderful, Meenu. The kind of positioning which you're building in not only one product but into variety of things, which would, I'm sure, is going to drive growth in Indian business and nearby regions. But can you talk a little more around sustainability as well? Because Socomec has been, putting a lot of emphasis, globally on sustainability, and the kind of leadership which you have, over the years of experience you carry. You have been one such agent wherein you have always been looking for change, primarily on the sustainable part of it, how we can make our planet more evolving, how we can make our planet more greener. So can you talk around that? How can we drive sustainable business growth in this particular industry? And are there any emerging trends or areas of focus which you see or foresee the driving growth for this particular industry?
Yes, Pankaj, sustainability plays a very important role for business, for customers, for country, and for the planet. And obviously, make all the efforts to be more sustainable is the key, one of the key priority for Socomec globally and within the country. Not only for Socomec, but even our partners, even our customers. See, we try to create an ecosystem which is more and more sustainable to move forward with. And when we look at sustainable growth in electrical network industry, it requires a holistic approach that integrates environmental responsibilities, social consciousness, economic viabilities. All these things combined together, they have to be including embracing renewable energy, implementing all energy efficient solutions, leveraging digitization, IoT. So this is how, when we are inventing anything, we need to see that it is promoting circular economy. Otherwise, this is not in line with what the world needs. So it is setting itself apart through the adherence to global quality standards. Strong commitment to sustainability is on our way, completely aligned with that. Our products are known for they are known for their reliability, efficiency, adaptability, longer life. We have ability to see when we are able to increase the life or reduce the footprint. So it is all about reduce, recycle, how we can do this. So we are working around driving continuous innovation based on customer feedback and technological advancements. In response to the ever-evolving customer needs, Socomec innovates in product design. We are utilizing the state-of-the-art technology in terms of even the components used, which are for product manufacturing, which are more and more sustainable, the transportation, reducing the waste, enhancing the efficiencies, not only with us, but also when a customer is using my product, they will be more efficient. So it is a complete holistic plethora of sustainability, which we are giving to customers. And this is not only decreasing the environmental impact, but also lowers overall cost for electrical infrastructure. Our offerings are featuring innovative and sustainable solutions, smaller footprints, modular designs, and scalability. And when we look at the emerging trends, such as energy storage, electrical vehicles, microgrids, smart grids, our offers are significant in terms of providing a way forward in these opportunities with growth and differentiation. That's how we are contributing, and will continue to contribute by being more innovative, faster, more digital, more sustainable. That's a theme which we are working upon. That's how the world is going in.
We talked about the sustainable business growth for Socomec, and you know sustainability for not only for Socomec, also for the entire industry. Can you talk around the seeing the kind of diverse market you cater to, and into multiple segments, not only in just one segment? How crucial do you consider the adaptation or localization to generate further employment? Because as an country with 140 crores plus population, we definitely look at not only an employment only for the top high grade people, but also for the general people as well, which is very very important, which lie on the bottom of the pyramid. And are there any specific technological advancements that have significantly contributed to the success of this industry?
Yeah, you rightly said with the quantum of people we have in India, localization plays a big role. Plus, look at India's increasing per capita power consumption. That is driven by initiatives such as Vocal for Local, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Made in India. So these are few things which are really helping post-pandemic the economic revival. And the key sectors are actually what our strategic focus is. They're all aligned, like data centers, healthcare, infrastructure, renewable. They are experiencing rapid growth because of the elements which I just
True,
talked about.
true.
And this is supported by substantial government investments across. And every time you see when there is a release of budget or there's a release of notification from the government, there's a lot of investment and support which is coming into these segments. So Socomec is aligning with the growth trajectory by offering all innovative and eco-friendly power management solution in this site. When we talk about localization, we have a couple of plants. We have two plants in Gurgaon, which I just talked about. We are, we started our first high horsepower, high kilowatt UPS, which is called Delphis XL, in manufactured in India, which is not only for India but also getting exported to APAC, completely
Oh,
designed and engineered globally, manufactured in India for Indian as well as the APAC requirements. So we are investing our abilities. We are increasing our abilities to produce in India, and this is not only fostering employment and fostering the economic development, but also it contributes to local supply chain. It's a complete supply
true.
chain which is added, not only what Socomec is deploying. Additionally, the technology advancements which we are working on, like digitization, AI, renewable energy, automation, they are all integrating the energy and having significantly improved the industry success by having a major impact on efficiency, reliability, and sustainability. So for Socomec, India serves as a very strategic investment destination. Our Make in India initiatives, they are enabling us to manufacture global technological products in India, meeting the increasing demand of reliable power solutions as well as also in the emerging markets. We are poised to increase this investment and ensure that the products which are supplied in the country, they are more and more having components of made in India, and which is going to give not only employment but also a lot of sense of make in India credibility to the customers who are in India.
So, Meenu, you talked about the kind of manufacturing unit you have, and you also talked about the kind of technological advancements you are catering to in terms of this industry, and also for Socomec. So, are you eyeing a better share in the market for India, for Indian market, with the kind of I think you're all set with the kind of various improvements and technological advancements you made for Socomec, and obviously the people and other stuff putting together. I'm seeing that the hunger for a greater market share has been increasing over time.
So getting larger market share is not an option. That's something which we have to and we will be making it, but that comes with the sense of responsibility which our customer trust on us. So we have to ensure that the trust of the customer is not getting compromised at any level, whether it is in terms of innovation, it is in terms of a speed and urgency for understanding their need, delivering with quality which they want, and also the commercial competitiveness. So we are well positioned in all the four aspects to ensure that we are the choice of our customers by default for most of the requirements in the areas where we are in, and we look forward for a stronger market share with the customers, because in India there is a set of customers which exist, but there's a huge investment from new customers which is coming in all the segments which we are talking about.
That's
So
wonderful
we're
to
pretty.
know. That's wonderful to know about this. So we move on to our next round, which is flip round. It's the most exploratory round which we have seen, wherein the guest becomes a host and host becomes the guest.
uh,
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yeah,
So
you
you
are.
want me to ask a question from you? All right. So it is interesting because now,
Yeah, that's
so Pankaj, you have been in the field of consulting business and empowering organizations to leverage, to understand, leverage, and target and position them for growth. So you have a pretty diverse experience and exposure about, and your organization has worked with multiple organizations. So my question would be in line with what you do generally with the consulting business across industries. What do you think are the main ingredients that make the transformation journey successful? Because we are all transforming and evolving ourselves. I would like to hear from you how you look at the main ingredients of transformation. And that's for me as well as for the listeners to really understand your viewpoint on transformation journey. What makes it successful?
see. That's a beautiful question which you have asked. In our opinion and in our experience over 15 years into consulting, what I would like to say is even for larger or smaller organization or for mid-sized organization, in order to do any transformation, what's important is the vision part. Which drives the purpose. So why we actually exist? Okay, what is the pain area are we solving? What is that we want this world to evolve into? That's the principle and the first part, how when transformation should happen and how this can be a really wonderful thing in the growth of one's industry. So the first is the vision which drives the purpose. Are we aligned towards it? Are we doing the things which is in line and in the kind of direction why we have built in the first place? And the second important part, which I have seen in various transformation happening across the globe, not limiting to India, is the trust your team, trusting the abilities which your team has, and be laser focused in terms of doing the kind of task which is required in order for that transformation to happen and the kind of growth imperative the company has. I think these are the two major points which an organization should look at in terms of transformation. There are other allied points, but I think these two becomes the major part of it.
No, I completely agree because coming from a different set of industry to Socomec, both the points are very valid, and especially when you talk about trusting on what we already have is important. And what the point goes on trusting from what we already have to what we want to build. So we
True,
also have to build a differentiation because whatever has brought us here will not take us to the next step which we are looking forward for.
true.
So any thought process which you have in terms of uh, being sustainable to where we are towards a futuristic growth which we are looking at, maybe one input which can come in from your side, that how do we poise together to accelerate to the new
Okay.
journey, to the new areas?
See, there are two, three things which you would be looking at. The first is I would talk about an external market conditions. Okay, so we need to look at what is the external market condition, and for any player to move ahead. And I would not like to quote any name. You talk of any industry per India, and even the larger industries, they are looking at how can I grow beyond the industry growth rate. Okay, and they are making a lot of developments, a lot of changes around it so that they can grow to that extent. So that's the first thing I would say is hunger and appetite, and the external market conditions put together. The second thing wherein you have to invest heavily is on people. Okay, so they may be the best people with the current set of market standards, but as our business is evolving, are we developing them to the kind of growth we would be looking at? Okay, so that's the second part. And the third important part is on the research part of it. Today, in order to grow to the next level of growth, be it any industry for that matter, innovation plays a very important role. Because as we grow further, there is also a mark of wherein you can take a premium amount. Okay, beyond that you cannot charge any premium to any customer for that matter, because the customers are they are very wise. They have that understanding of people across the globe. You talk about a distributor, all these people are internally they are very connected. Today you cannot give a discount to one distributor X and another distributor X plus 2%. Okay, so I think these are the three things: innovation, spending on your people so that they can give you the next phase of growth, And the third one is obviously having that hunger, building that organization in such a way so that you can grow more than what the market is growing. I think these are the three things, I think where the investment and the thought process should align.
Very well, very rightly said, and thank you very much, Pankaj. I think these are the couple of things. As you've given me the opportunity to ask you, I thought I will leverage this opportunity to get this thing details. Pretty good. Thank you.
Now, Meenu, thank you so much for asking this question. And I have the next one is for you, and this is not for industry. Okay, this is for you as a person. So, when we look at
Okay.
your experience, you also have a diverse experience, more than three decades. Okay, and you in this particular company and in the last company has been there and has been seen by people and has been appreciated by the industry. So one question which comes more from the youngsters to you is, can you talk or narrate about an incident which has been a source of incredible learning for you? We just want to emphasize on a point that the leaders do learn. Please.
Yeah, and learning is a never-ending process. When I talk about, thank you very much. This is a very interesting question. This makes me think beyond and behind also. But it is not thinking behind. Learning is also forward-looking. So when I look at learning, my own experience about, and I'd love to share one or something like that in terms of
Yeah.
maybe more. I don't want to share more, but one thing is, you're always in a world and I have treated, and one of the learning for me is I always treat my assignment as a startup. So you are whatsoever kind of processes, whatsoever kind of infrastructure, but I have always learned that if I get into a legacy thought, things won't work. So I have to unlearn what I have brought into a new position. So whenever I change my position, it has been a great learning for me. So coming to Socomec, I will start with what my learning in Socomec, coming from a very strong industrial automation background and coming into Socomec, and which is for me, it's a different industry. So I have to the value parameters for being successful, they are different. Whatever has made me successful in one area may not be able to make me successful. So I don't have to do exactly what I did in the past. So I have to change myself. I have to evolve myself. And one thing is, I have to get more and more digitized. I have to get more digital in terms of processes, in terms of enablement, in terms of organization, in terms of thought process. So that was my biggest learning coming in. And this needs work from beginning. Probably you have to step back 5 years, 10 years down of your journey and see what actions we did to transform ourselves. So I had to do those actions again to transform myself when I have to join a new organization or a new place, which is not easy. It takes time for me getting into space with data centers and with the healthcare industries and people who are into different values chain of selling. It takes to understand what is their winning mantra. I don't have to sell what I have as a solution or as a product. I have to actually customize myself with what a customer needs. For that, I have to be good myself. So that is a learning which I really feel good about, and we have to continuously keep on evolving. It's not about technical learning; it's about leadership. It is about people around you. It is about your environment. You have to ensure that you are faster than your environment and you are present. And for me, the one single way of what I say is digital mindset transformation within myself is the biggest learning which I am going through and which I have gone in the past 1.5 years, or more than 1 year coming to Socomec. And this will continue.
So, Meenu, you talked about digital mindset transformation and ever evolving. These are the two natures which you really like about yourself and about your charismatic leadership style, which you have been, doing over years. I wish you all the best for the kind of transformation journey you are into and the kind of growth aspirations you have for Socomec India and the Greater India regions, which you just coined. And I wish all the best for the kind of aspirations you have, not only for the company but also for the people, as they are the pillars for the growth of your organization. um, it has been a tremendous learning from you as well, Meenu, and some of the curiosities which you have answered in terms of not only the industry but also keeping the Socomec track in mind. Thank you so much for being a part of VYAPT Growth Series.
Thank you, Pankaj. Pleasure to have this discussion with you. It was always going back into the memory lane as well as think beyond the normal which we are doing. You have enabled me to do half an hour discussion. So I really appreciate this kind of a discussion. Thank you.
Thank you so much.